Good morning, Geeks and Gamers. Yes, Ryan does have a typo in the title. He does. Thank you,
What
chat.
is it?
Embarrassed. It doesn't have a B in it.
Oh,
It happens though. So I just saw somebody in the comments say it. So
it's
thank you.
funny because I always misspell embarrassed because I only put one R in it. So, but that time I missed the B.
Oh man, but anyway, it is Geeks and Gamers Daily, the weekly daily show that takes place every month here on Geeks and Gamers Monday through Friday, and we got a few things to talk about. I know Ryan got to drink fight milk last night. I saw some images. I haven't watched it really much yet.
Bro, I don't feel great. Like my stomach didn't. I think I just put a lot of milk in there because I was worried about like the egg ratio. So I put way more milk than I should have. So basically just chugging a couple eggs and a bunch of milk with vodka in it was not great. Not great.
Not a good decision, huh? Is that better? What did I drink? I drank something with hot dogs.
What you drank was far worse.
Yeah. Did I drink milk with hot dogs? Is that what I did?
Something like that. Because you drink eggs or something?
No, I couldn't find any, or at least I didn't think we had any until I found out after the fact we did. So I just was like, whatever, I'll just do something messed up. Because fulfilling your promises and obligations, something a YouTuber should do. It's not making any points or anything about anybody else on the Friday Night Tights panel. Should entertain the audience is all I'm saying. You should entertain. Anyway,
I think everyone was entertained. I put on the King Tut hat.
Not you.
I know.
Friday, you know what I'm talking about.
I know. So, but you got to play into it. Now, I did not. I was hoping Bashy Wash. I don't know if Bashy Wash is in the chat or not. I was hoping. I didn't want to say it. I was hoping that it just didn't get there. Right. I was like, fucking Camelot, his $1,000 super chat goal, whatever it is. I was like, I just hope he doesn't get there and I don't have to drink it. Won't be the end of the world for me. I was gonna say that. I was gonna be like, yeah, please don't donate to Camelot. I was gonna say that, but I was hoping. And then Bashy Washy comes in at the end with a $250 super chat to send it over 1,000. And I'm sitting there cracking eggs.
Oh, man. Good stuff. Shout out to Bashy Washy. Shout out to all of you in the chat. I wasn't watching live because I was live on Cobra Cast, but I saw all the images in our Discord. We got Audrey CR says Geeks and Gamers is like Xbox One, has Series X and S consoles. The other has live and life channels. Well, technically, we don't have a live channel anymore. We have Geeks and Gamers Life, but we don't have live. It is now daily. But yeah, I see your point. It
still is that that's still what it looks like, right?
Yeah, I gotta get the image uploaded. So the thumbnail image or the profile image. Let's see. IFID says, get Legal Mindset on to talk about the Disney situation some more. He's crushing them down to dust. Yeah, he's doing a great job.
Coming out with like a million Disney videos because he knows it's popping for him.
Yeah, he is doing great. Shout out to Legal Mindset. Daniel Heron says that CNN reporter had to wipe 199 times in the back and the front after last night's town hall. Roll Tide. Yes. And I'll be honest, I'm probably going to do another Cobra Cast today to talk about Real Daily Wire not talking about it at all on their Twitter feed. We'll talk more about that on Cobra Cast, though, because we got enough to talk about here today. Mouse gives 5 Geeks and Gamers memberships and then also drops a 10. Says, here, have some money and some gifted subs, because why not? Insert fry money meme. Hooyah 199. By the way, I watched Crowder live last night in your stream after Jeremy. Yours was better. I heard that from a lot of people. I appreciate that. Ultimately, yes, I knew why people were there, and they were there to watch Trump, not me. And I was able to do my commentary in between on commercials and then after the fact. We had a phenomenal stream. Bashy Washy for 2 says, I asked and you said yes, so I helped, says Bashy Washy.
Yeah, he was like, Ryan, do you want to drink? I wasn't going to be like, no, I don't. Please don't donate to Camelot. But then Bashy was like, all right, Ryan, boom, 250. And like, well, here we go.
There we go.
It wasn't as bad as I thought, but like my stomach felt weird after. I'll say that.
Oh man. Truck driving gamer says, just remember, Ryan, embarrass is a double sports reference as a mnemonic device. LOL. Hail the 199. Well, let's see. So, but you didn't spell it the way Ryan did, right? Yeah, because you spelled embarrass. He spelled embarrass the right way.
You spelled it the right way. I changed it already on the stream. Yeah. So if you refresh, and I had to change it over on Rumble too.
Sebastian says, here in Sweden, we also have this issue with children being exposed to drag queens. Sad situation we're in, that's for sure. I guess it's not specific to where we are, but United States usually kind of sets the tone, and that's the dangerous part of it right now. But what are we talking about today, Ryan? What do we got going on?
Well, Disney had a big quarterly earnings call. That's the real news from yesterday, the big shocking news. And if you look at Disney stock right now, let me pull it up actually. It ain't looking good. All right.
I know Bob. So Bob Iger yesterday, they had an earnings report call, and he started out the report with something we'll talk about here in a little while. But he basically started out praising the Super Mario Brothers movie in Universal Studios or Universal Pictures, which I think is absolutely hilarious. The whole problem with that is that Mario is doing what Disney used to do. Bob Iger recently had point blank said, we're not going to move away from the social justice propaganda that we're pushing because it's way too important. Yet he starts out the earnings call congratulating and praising the Super Mario Brothers movie. It's such hypocrisy. And obviously, Bob Iger is a politician. And we've said this before. He's a very political person. This is obviously him trying to maneuver around the success of the Mario movie and try to utilize it to his advantage. That's what he's doing. But there's far bigger fish in this whole earnings call that came up. But the Mario stuff is what caught a lot of people's eye because it's like, well, that you're praising Mario, but literally that's just everything you guys have said you're not going to do. And it's so funny that he decided to publicly address that.
Yeah. So if you go and look at Disney's stock, something clearly happened yesterday around the middle of the afternoon. It was at 103 points yesterday. Now, all of a sudden, 24 hours later, it's down to 92. It's fallen almost 10% in just 24 hours. And that's because the quarterly earnings report came out. And even though they lost subscribers on Disney Plus last quarter for the first time ever, Wall Street still said, you know what? They're going to recover. They're going to be fine. They're going to increase Disney Plus subscribers this quarter. Not so much. Disney Plus lost 4 million more subscribers after losing like 2.6, 2.8 million the quarter before. January through March of this year, they lost 4 million more subscribers for Disney Plus in second straight quarterly drop. Now, they did have some things to brag about. Hey, guys, our losses are down by 26%, meaning we only lost $700 million on streaming this quarter instead of like $1.1 billion. Congratulations to us. But what makes this more pathetic is not just that they lost 4 million. A lot of that came from India, where they lost some sports contract for some Premier Cricket League, whatever. That's kind of like, okay, you can understand why that happened. But here in the United States, Jeremy, they lost over 300,000 subscribers domestically during the same time frame that they came out with what was their flagship launch show for Disney Plus, The Mandalorian Season 3. That's fucking pathetic. There's no other way around it. You can excuse away what happened with losing out on a contract, blah, blah, blah. That doesn't explain why here in the United States, you're losing hundreds of thousands of subscribers. It's how bad Mandalorian Season 3 was. I'm sure that didn't help, but also everything else they've been doing, fighting with the state of Florida, drag queens at every single premiere they can. It's a nightmare right now for Disney, and Bob Iger was doing everything he could to try to do damage control yesterday.
Yeah, so once again, we were 100% right about Disney and what they're doing. Things like Strange World did not help Disney. Lightyear did not help Disney. All this propaganda that they're continuing to push out there did not help them. All of their identity politics. And again, I don't know because I didn't listen to all of it yesterday because I was preoccupied with the Trump stuff, but Did he kind of address similar stuff that he addressed in the previous shareholders call when he basically said we're going to double down on all of this because of the civil rights movement? And did he address the wokeness? Probably not, because he didn't face any questions about it, right?
No, there wasn't near as much stuff like that in this one, right? Because it was quarterly earnings report. Like they got it all out there. They did specifically talk about Florida. And if you want a good breakdown of that, Legal Mindset has a great video on his channel about some of Bob Iger's statements and how clearly they're either intentionally or unintentionally completely misinterpreting the law and making some very bad comparisons when it comes to the state of Florida and the Reedy Creek district and all of that. He did address things like that, but it wasn't near the holding the feet to the fire like we saw a couple weeks ago for Bob Iger. But they thought, Wall Street, everybody thought that they were going to be at 163 million subscribers. They were 5 million short of that because Wall Street thought they were going to actually gain subscribers. That's not the case. 4 million more subscribers gone. Now, they did make a big announcement that Hulu and Disney Plus are eventually going to be joined into one app. Maybe that's going to be just another way to cover Disney's ass in terms of hiding things.
Yep.
But in the same quarter that Disney Plus loses 4 million, Hulu gained 200,000. ESPN Plus gained 400,000. So there are things that are working for them. Disney Plus is not one of them right now.
How did ESPN gain anything? How on earth did that happen?
I think UFC drives some of it, to be honest with you. If I'm betting, that is probably one of the bigger reasons why people might subscribe to ESPN Plus is for the UFC content on there. But
I just can't process that. What person in their right mind would subscribe to you? I guess there's just, like I said, if there is UFC content, because I can't see another reason why you would subscribe to ESPN. This 100p says ESPN Plus is actually wicked. Nice. So many sports. So I guess it gives you a lot of different, NHL too. Okay. Yeah. I guess so. I totally understand that then. I mean, it's just a question. Oh, there it is right here. So Yellow Flashes, you have to subscribe to that garbage just to buy UFC pay-per-views now. There you go then. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. Then.
Yeah. But really just think about how embarrassing this is for Lucasfilm. That the thing that launched Disney Plus, the manual, that was the first thing that was on Disney Plus when they launched it, 3 years ago. And coming out with season 3, not only were the ratings significantly down, not only, what was that? You hear that?
Mm-mm.
It sounded like you hit a soundboard. But maybe
I wonder if maybe my because my Roadcaster was off this morning because the power went off. So I don't know.
I need to know if anybody else in chat heard that. Okay. Everybody heard it. Everybody fucking heard it. Okay. It was like a chime.
Huh. Yeah, no, I didn't hit anything. So I'm wondering if my Roadcaster's freaking out right now.
All right. Yes. Everybody fucking heard it. Well, I'm not just going crazy. All right. But season 3, it did bad in the ratings. The audience didn't like it. 50% on Rotten Tomatoes. This is just one more indictment. This should have been a gain for them. This should have been drawing more people in, but instead, people are unsubscribing in droves from Disney Plus. It's really sad and pathetic for them.
Yeah, it is. It is. And it's not going to get any better anytime soon. And I saw someone in the chat said they were forced to sign up to ESPN with their Verizon plan and said they're sorry. Don't ever apologize to me for spending your money how you want to. I will never shame you for that. So
apology accepted.
Yeah.
Apology. But to your point, Jeremy, this is how Bob Iger decided to start off this disastrous quarterly earnings report. Now, they did have some good news in terms of the parks and things like that. That was like some good positive. They got more money from the parks than they were expecting. But when it came to everything else, it was a nightmare. Bob Iger decided specifically to start the earnings call, a big shout out to Universal Studios. Bob Iger congratulates Universal Pictures for the Super Mario Brothers movie's box office success. And he made it seem like, what these guys did, they're really saving the family theatrical industry. And it's really a positive going forward for us to know that this is possible again. Gives people a lot of hope. It's such a cope. And it's basically Bob Iger trying to set the narrative that this is really what proved to everyone that families are coming back to the box office because of this, and now we can have success too. The reason families weren't coming wasn't because they were scared. It was because you didn't give them anything to go there for. Lightyear, complete and total failure. Strange World, complete and total failure. Families are rejecting Disney movies specifically because Minions: The Rise of Gru did this last summer. It made almost $1 billion at the box office. You didn't say they saved the theatrical industry, but he's trying to get ahead of the bad comparisons that are out there right now by making it seem like this movie has changed everything for family theatrical pictures.
And in reality, it hasn't, but the discussion surrounding this movie has been wild. And if anything, the film that really changed everything is Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah.
That's what changed everything. That's what really opened everybody's eyes to, we need theaters. They're back. The theatrical experience is still a thing. What Mario has done, though, is it's shown you how badly Disney has fallen off. That is what's happened with Mario. Mario has shown you that. It hasn't shown you that theaters are safe because that was already shown. It was already shown because, look, I believed back in like 2020, I was kind of getting depressed about it because I'm like, man, theaters are going to go away. They're going to die. You know what I mean? Like, this is the end of theaters for the most part. Not to say all of them, but you know what I meant. You know what I mean? Because it seemed like that's the direction we were moving, which makes me sad because I do enjoy that experience. Then, of course, we've had some successes, and Top Gun Maverick being the top of those successes. Mario has not shown you that. Mario has shown you that Disney has done a terrible job, and they have pushed away way too many of their family audiences by all of their politics. That's what Mario has done. And Bob Iger is trying his best to work around this and be political and manipulate the situation to his advantage. But in reality, all this does is show you how bad of a job he and his company have done. That's what it is.
Yeah, I think that it was clearly intentional for him to do this. That means they're hearing the conversation about this. That means they're hearing people like you, people that are watching right here. Your fucking chime just went off again.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know either. It's all right.
Can I mute it on here? Oh, it's doing it again. It's literally lighting up right now.
Maybe try like moving the button around a little bit. Maybe there's like it's like stuck or something. You know what I mean? Like just push it and let it come back. It's not doing anything now. There it is.
Okay. Now we'll see if it stops. Is it the Gary chime? Is that the one it is? Is it the
Will Be Gentle? It's similar, but it's not quite the same sound, but it's like the same type of sound, yeah.
Hang on, we'll see if that mutes it.
I feel like I look really fucking tan today. Look at me.
You do. Well, so when I woke up, my settings on my camera had me going full orange man bad. Like I looked like Trump. And so I had to go in and change my settings. So everything's out of whack right now on my settings. So
yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna keep it. I like it. Got a haircut and I got tanned at the same time, apparently.
All right, I've tried to adjust it the best I can, so we'll see what happens. So hopefully it won't keep happening.
It's whatever. Let's get to some super chats.
Mouse says, "I'm so sorry for this super chat. Never apologize to me for how you spend your money, but I will always accept your apology through $50 super chats." 50! I will always accept $50 super chats, and you can try to apologize, and I'll just say, don't ever apologize to me for spending your money however you want. Somebody the other day was like, I feel like this is after Daily. They were like, I feel like Jeremy's been, stop giving money to people that hate you. I mean, that's never been my calling card at all. I've never told people how to spend their money. I've know that that's kind of a thing that a lot of people in our space have said, and that's fine. I'm not saying they're wrong for saying that. I'm saying I don't tell people how to spend their money. I've never been that guy. I pulled up like Solo back when I said I wasn't going to see Solo, and I'm like, if that bothers you, go see Solo twice. Offset me. All you screaming leftists out there, go see it multiple times. Offset me not going to see it. But I will accept $50 super chats to apologize, just so I can then tell you don't have to apologize to me.
Did we get the 5 gift subs from Mouse earlier? I think we did, yeah.
Mouse crushing it.
Jens Anderson of the Towery for 20 Swedish somethings. As someone who hates pineapple, take the L, eat up.
Exactly.
I ain't gonna lie, Gary's like bastard fucking pizza that he gets with like all the peppers and everything. You can't even really taste the pineapple in that. He doesn't eat like traditional Hawaiian pizza. He puts a bunch of hot shit on it.
Grim wants everyone to know that I'm gaslighting you. So essentially what he's saying is that I highlight these super chats and then, you know, I'm indirectly asking for more super chats when I say that. And I would just like to tell Grim, thank you for seeing the obvious. You're a fucking brilliant person. Holy shit, no one knew that. No one realized that's what I'm doing. I haven't been doing it for 5 fucking years, Grim. You're the first person that's ever noticed it. Thank you. You know what? I'm gaslighting you right now by highlighting your comment. That's what I'm doing right now. People like you are why the 199 exists, Grim. Thank you for being a complete pork wallet. I appreciate it. All right, continue on.
Hello, Grim. All right. Where was I? Freddie Yankoba, member for 16 months, back at Milk with Cereal Wars. JK, you guys are rocking the stage. Proud to be part of the Green family. Ryan, go back at Twitch. Hashtag 199. Yeah, I haven't streamed any games in a long time.
They want me to ring the chime. Now it's like a part of the thing, I guess.
You can't even hear it, can you?
No, I can't, but I'll do it. There.
It's a quick one. Like, it's really quick. Blake Barrett for 2, just one more day until Tears of the Kingdom. Let's fucking go.
Yes, can't wait. You know what? I left my Pro controller in Pensacola, so now I gotta go buy another Pro controller.
Does it look like this?
Yes. Actually, I'll just use yours.
You can use mine.
Yeah. That's like a $60 controller. So.
It's fucking survived a lot of shit.
It's a tough controller.
Or I fucking broke my desk up here. It's probably a good thing I haven't played very many video games lately, because the desk I used to have at my old setup was like, I bought it for like $40 from some Mexican who was like selling a bunch of shit in some old office. And it was heavy as fuck. It was miserable getting up the stairs, but it was just solid wood. And so I could beat the living shit out of that thing. I broke so many controllers on it. But now that I have like a desk that's not like that, bro, just one fucking slam of my hand and I crushed this entire fucking panel. So now I can't even put my drink on there because it's like that now. It's dented so the drink slides. So I have to put my drink somewhere else. I might have anger issues.
Just a little.
Final Halo 3 for 2. Did Little Mermaid CGI somehow get worse? Didn't get any better.
That's for sure.
For Angel Fire 199. Carl Urban is rumored to play Johnny Cage in Mortal Kombat 2? ? I saw I don't know if that's an actual rumor or if that's just like a fan cast or something that's out there, but I did see it. Yeah.
Yeah. I also have you heard this rumor about Bradley Cooper? Bradley Cooper to play Batman for James Gunn. Have you heard that?
No.
It's just a rumor. So let me put that out there. Gremlin just dropped 50 gifted memberships. Now again, so this is Fandom Wire, which is Ryan's favorite site. They're one of the many that have had it out there, but it's just a rumor. So essentially says Marvel star Bradley Cooper replacing Ben Affleck's Batman after losing Dark Knight trilogy role to Christian Bale. New report makes bombshell revelation.
Where's the source? Where's the initial source?
Let me try to find the initial source. I'm looking to see who they sources. I don't think that's far off. I mean, I think that makes a lot of sense, considering that Bradley Cooper has a relationship with James Gunn from the Guardians movies. Bradley Cooper has the right look for that. I don't know if it's a perfect fit or not. I'm looking for the source.
Bradley Cooper's got some range. He's got some range for sure.
He definitely does.
It's and the same with anybody else. Until we actually see it, we're not going to know.
Yeah.
We can talk about it all we want, but where the fuck? I hate Fandom Wire, dude.
They're terrible.
It's like I'm not convinced that anyone at Fandom Wire is a real person. I think it might just all be AI generated.
Comic Book Cast now lists numerous reasons at that point. A new report by Comic Book Cast. Okay. Whoever Comic Book Cast is.
I've heard of that. I don't know how reliable they are.
Yeah.
But we got this covered in Giant Freaking Robot. Basically did the same exact article. It might have been a copy paste of Disney about the Mandalorian implications for the Disney lost subscribers. And the reason I think it's a copy paste is because they both said Disney's fight with Governor Rick DeSantis. And they both of them said the same thing. So it had to be copy pasted from each other. Rick DeSantis.
Yeah. So I mean, will that happen? I don't know. But it's an interesting rumor, to say the least. And I don't hate the idea of Bradley Cooper being Batman and James Gunn's DC. I don't hate it. I don't know if I love it, but I don't hate it.
Yeah, if you're obviously introducing Damian. That's what they're going with. So it's gonna be an older Batman, clearly.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't hate it off the bat.
Yeah. But again, it's
I'm a little bit more, I think, forgiving on almost all like the castings, because to me it's like you're never gonna know until you see it anyway. That's how I was with fucking Affleck, with Cat, like everybody. I'm always kind of like, well, I guess we'll see. Depends, like depends what they want to do.
Right.
So
I mean, regardless of how you feel about it initially, it really doesn't matter, because I loved the idea of Affleck being Batman, and I ended up hating the reality of Affleck being Batman. So I was super hyped for the announcement, and then you've got other announcements. I remember when Hugh Jackman got cast as Wolverine, and I was one of many that. And again, this was well before where we are now with social media and everything, but that was not a good announcement when it initially was made, and no one really knew who Hugh Jackman was. You know what I mean? So that announcement did not go over well. Ultimately,
and now whoever has to replace him is going to have like an impossible task. Right. So much so that they're bringing him back again for Deadpool, which means that Hugh Jackman will have been playing Wolverine for like 25 years.
23, I think. Was it 2000, right? It's first year. X-Men was out 2000, I think.
Probably.
Right? The first one, yeah.
But like by the time Deadpool
by the time it comes out, so
like,
yes, 25
Jesus
years.
Christ. Like that's such a long time. Especially in this like comic book world. And he played it in both versions of, like, even with the recast X-Men, he was like the link between those.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man.
Absolutely. Mouse for 25 says, to help get a pro controller. I'm sorry. Thank you, Mouse. Appreciate it.
Jimbo for 5. Jeremy keeps trying to make a concrete schedule for Cobra Cast, but ends up streaming when the Snake Pit demands it. The 199 gets its way.
That is true. My notifications go insane on Discord. So if you have not joined the Geeks and Gamers Discord, feel free to do that. I'm sure Mods will drop a link to that. And then we have the Snake Pit section within the Geeks and Gamers Discord, and you guys just go crazy in there, man. And so I just get requests all day long. And so like last night, I was not planning on streaming for the Trump, town hall, and I was going to do that after Fortnite last night. But you guys, whether it's Twitter, whether it's Discord, was like, you know what? I should just do it. And yeah, we had 4,000 people watching us. So that was a good decision. And that video, because of the way I watched it, I basically shut up and let Trump talk. It's got 40,000 views now, and it's continuing to go. And that's gained a ton of subscribers for me. So shout out to all of you.
Nice.
Gary just said, comic book cast, not the sharpest tool in the shed.
Yeah. That's my like instinct on it too. Anything from Fandom Wire. There's shit from Fandom Wire that uses me as a source.
Yes.
I don't report anything like that. Like, bro, hold on. Fandom Wire, Ryan Kinnell. Just fucking look.
Yeah, you've shown this before.
Dude, yeah, like, come on. This is so stupid. James Gunn punishing Henry Cavill by kicking Superman star out of the DCU but keeping Ezra Miller as the Flash, claims Ryan Kinnell. While his wife was taking dick from another dude, YouTuber Ryan Kinnell brands Will Smith a coward. What is this? You get exactly what you deserve. The Witcher reportedly won't survive past season 5, according to my report. According to Fandom Wire. I like this one, though. Look at this one. That's a good thumbnail.
It looks like you belong there.
I know. It does.
You know what I mean?
Netflix.
So, I got to play this just because it's too funny not to play. I know it's completely off topic, but I know the chat will love it.
The judge wouldn't allow us to put that in. Her dog or her cat was named Vagina. The judge wasn't allowed to put that in. All of these things. But with her, they could put in anything.
The way he said it sounds fake.
Vagina.
Vagina.
Did you hear what he said right before then about what she called her husband?
No, I don't think
so.
so.
Oh, no, you didn't hear that?
So,
Dude, it's even worse. Hang on, I'll find it.
I listened to a lot of it while I was getting ready and stuff in the morning because I couldn't watch it last night because I had to make videos and I was on Camelot stream. So I didn't get to watch it live. So I just got to listen to it in the background as I was getting ready this morning.
Here we get to Trump. Don't give a fuck, man. I had tears when I heard him say this. I had tears.
Manhattan jury found that you sexually abused the writer E. Jean Carroll and defamed her. You've denied this. But what do you say to voters who say it disqualifies you from being president?
Well, there aren't too many of them because my poll numbers just came out. They went up. Okay. I think I'm the only person in history who had a charge like that. And usually you leave office, you say, I'm sorry, but I'm going to back home. I'm back home to my family and everything. I'm going to be resigned. My poll numbers went up, and they went up with the other fake charge too. Because what's happening is they're doing this for election interference. This woman, I don't know her. I never met her. I have no idea who she is. I had a picture taken years ago with her and her husband, nice guy, John Johnson, who was a newscaster, very nice man. She called him an ape. Happens to be African-American. Called him an ape. The judge wouldn't allow us to put that in. Her dog or her cat was named Vagina.
Vagina.
It's so fucking
I missed that. I missed the ape part I missed that. Because then he goes into like talking about how we met at this place. There was initial like this chemistry and the rooms didn't actually, they were locked, but she found one that was unlocked. I heard all that. I missed that part somehow.
I was
Vagina.
I was crying. Called her husband an ape. He's
happens to be African-American, by the way.
Anyway. More of that over on D-Day Cobra.
Ken Zakai for 5. Can't wait to see how Ursula is actually sympathetic because King Triton called her fat or something back in Merfolk High School. Hail to 199. Yeah, I can't wait. Stasis Geek for 5. Do you think the shareholders of Disney will shout for change if DeSantis gets in the White House in the next decade? If you're talking, Bob Iger's not going to be there anymore a decade from now.
No, yeah, because as we discussed, I did not
be vastly different.
I did not realize Bob Iger was 72. So he's a young looking 72. So he's not going to be a Disney CEO. I would imagine maybe for another 3 years tops.
He even said that. I think he put a cap on it.
Yeah.
Lord J for 10. Every bit of Disney news has me singing the roof is on fire. We don't need no water. Let the motherfucker burn. 199. Thank you, Lord J. Harry Brownhole for 2. Disney is the ice cream truck trying to entrap kids. 6-ounce ribeye becomes a channel member. Welcome to the 199. Gung Ho Mac for 5. The milk and eggs really screwed up Ryan. Now he's hearing magical Disney sounds in his head. It wasn't my imagination. Prater Fleet for 20. Hail, you often hear vote with your wallet. So here's what I would have paid for my ticket to a Disney movie in the theater. I'll gladly pay for true entertainment here and all the G&G constituency. 199. Thank you, Prater Fleet.
Hell yeah.
Let's see. Where am I? Fuck it. Skipped on me. God damn it. And we got a lot of super chats today. Dr. Quagsire for 10. Sorry, but I'm still a bit high from yesterday's town hall. Maybe forget how hard Disney dug their grave. RIP, all their IPs.
Hell
That's
yes.
The first super chat from Dr. Quagsire. Thank you very much.
The first. Nice.
Eric John Pizza Artist for 199. Great watch along last night, Jeremy. Very cool.
Yeah, man. I had a lot of fun. So it was a really good, like every town hall debate, any of that, I'm gonna just react to it because that went so well last night. So again, you guys make that show, and try to do my best to provide you with the best entertainment I possibly can.
Stasis Geek for 5. The chime is for every time Ryan gets a Little Mermaid hate. Well, I wasn't the one that did this to the Little Mermaid yesterday. Jeremy, we have to talk about the Little Mermaid. I have hated this movie a ton. I've done a lot of roasting videos on it, but it looks like the mainstream media, maybe even unintentionally, is doing some roasting of their own. Disney fans were not happy about this yesterday. Entertainment Tonight, of all people, decided to give us the next thumbnail for Little Mermaid videos for weeks and weeks to come. I've seen a lot of captions of this. I've seen a lot of captions like, oh, wow, it really is better down where it's wetter. I've seen a lot of different things regarding this screenshot, but this was put out by Entertainment Tonight. She is the moment. Hashtag the Little Mermaid. This is not a hate thread. This is them promoting the fucking movie. Okay? Like,
this movie is the gift that keeps on giving. And Ryan, you did a video using this in your thumbnail. How did that video do overnight?
130,000 views or something.
Nice. And yes. Why would they post this? Why would they do this? Like, why would you post this? It doesn't make any sense. But
I don't get it.
There's so many memes to be made from this. And yeah, this is thumbnail gold. And yeah, we appreciate you providing us with more clickbait thumbnail images, Entertainment Weekly. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much.
Yeah, like this is
dude, like, if we did this, like if you did that thumbnail without Entertainment Weekly, all these weirdos would be calling you a sexist and a racist, and I can't believe he showed that unflattering image of her. This isn't officially released from Entertainment Weekly. Is basically Disney's PR firm. That's who they are. And so they
Entertainment Tonight, yeah.
Entertainment Tonight. I'm sorry, Entertainment Tonight. So they've released this.
They're promoting it. This isn't that far off from Yellow Flash's thumbnail that he's been making with her eyes cross-eyed for months now. And obviously a lot of people are making fun of this, but you can see, like, look at this. This is a Disney news stand. Hashtag Black Lives Matter, LGBTQ, like promoting this thing. Baby, delete the second one. And you can see a lot of there's people on our side making fun of it.
Was that E.T.?
Oh, yes. You got E.T.
Holy fuck.
You've got you've got Sid. You got Sid from Ice Age. But when you scroll down, you start to see a lot of the Disney fans. Who's running this account? There's been a lot more replies since I did this. Did you really post this, man? At this point, I feel bad for this actress.
You better be careful.
I am being very careful. But when you scroll down, it's just Disney stands and Disney fans that are saying, delete this now. This isn't okay. This is not okay. How dare you do this? It's not fair. It's crazy to me that they posted something like that.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I love it. I am so happy when things like this happen. And again, this is just the beginning of this movie. This movie is going to be a complete and total trash fire in terms of the discussion surrounding it. I don't know how the movie itself will be yet. I'm not going to make a prediction on that other than I have no interest in it on a fan level. And based on Disney's live action stuff in the past, the only one that I think I've really objectively enjoyed is Cinderella. That one was good. That was a really good one. That was better than the animated films. I actually liked Pete's Dragon too. Outside of that, I've hated, I think, all of them, especially The Lion King and The Jungle Book, directed by Jon Favreau, the savior, the greatest mind in the history of cinema, gave us The Lion King and Jungle Book. So I don't know, man. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun few weeks.
Yeah.
I might even start making videos again just for the Little Mermaid.
You should. Trust me. Eric John Pizza Artist for $1.99. Great watch along last night, Jeremy.
Thank you.
Mouse for $10. Oh no, I can't stop. I don't know how many of these we fucking read. Mouse. I
don't mind, Mouse. As long as you have the money, I'll take the money. But don't take money. Don't take food off the table.
Lord Plagueis for $1.99. Does Meta PCs sell laptops? They do. I mean, they are pretty expensive. They're high quality gaming laptops, but they do sell laptops on their site. And you can click the link in the description below. It'll send you to the Geeks and Gamers landing page. That's some just suggestions, but from there you can go anywhere on the site. And as long as you use the code GEEKS or the code 199, you'll get a discount, and
That's right.
it'll help us out too. Yes,
we appreciate it.
Mouse for $5. I'm so sorry. It's okay. Get some with Frankie for 5. Jeremy and Ryan, stay awesome. And that's the first super chat on the channel. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Stephen Wasik for 10. Jeremy, did you hear about Eminem? Said he wanted to end it all because he hates being white. Man, what the fuck happened to this guy?
Did he say that? Did he say that?
He wants to kill himself because he's white?
Or maybe because he got absolutely annihilated by Trump. Because that was the biggest beatdown Eminem's ever been a part of. His own beatdown. Did he really say that? Let's see. Eminem. Let's go to news.
DJ Nutsack becomes a channel member. Thank you. Bill Sotheby for 2 for the pork wallet. I drink, therefore I am for 199. Double fight milk. Yeah, I did add some fight milk. What's your first thought for 550? The new picture going around Little Mermaid brings brand new meaning to under the sea. Yes, it does indeed. Gray Man for 5. Comment Alesvus, mon cher ami Ryan. Is that fucking French or some shit? I don't know what that is.
I don't see any recent reports from anything Eminem said about that, but I'll dig a little deeper. But Eminem's one of the most pathetic examples of what's happened since 2016, dude. That dude is so far past what he was. And he when he went after Trump, and then Trump didn't respond, and then Eminem did interviews talking about how mad he was that Trump didn't respond to him. It was pathetic. I'm like, God, you have fallen so far, bro.
I think that means, how are you, my dear fellow Ryan? I think that's what that means. But thank you. Taryn the Black for 5. I've noticed no one streams games on the G&G Discord. Would I be out of line to start? You mean like just streaming your perspective from in a chat or something?
I don't think that. I mean, I
should be fine.
It should be fine. I'll double check with Siobhan and see what she's got set up for that. But I'm 100% okay with the Geeks Gamers Discord becoming as active as possible. We have thousands of members over there. I think the Snake Pit Discord section within the Geeks and Gamers is the most active one, probably. I know our premium members are pretty active over there. So yeah, I would love for more activity. I'll get with Siobhan and see what she's got set up for that, though.
Kyle Denson for 5. Unless you have a massive home with a home theater in it, the theater experience ain't going away. Most people live in an apartment or a small home. Yeah, you just got to give people stuff to go out there for. There's no doubt. Unknown for 199. Thank you. Mike H for 2. Think the James Gunn Superman trailer will be ratioed? No. You mean in like 2 years? No.
Yeah, I mean, it's impossible to, like, in theory, I don't see that happening. I mean, if he brings Superman out as a transgender, or
there are very few big movie release trailers in history that have ever been ratioed.
Yes. Rings of Power is one.
Rings of Power,
Little Mermaid.
Marvels, obviously, recently. She-Hulk didn't even get ratioed.
Last of Us Part 2 didn't get ratioed.
Yeah, Captain Marvel didn't get ratioed,
Nope.
right? Like a lot of
Rise
these
of
things
Skywalker.
Things that we look at and we're like, wow, that was a real disappointment or a disaster or whatever. A lot of those trailers aren't even close to being ratioed. Ghostbusters did. Ghostbusters 2016 got ratioed.
Did it?
It takes like exceptionally bad shit to have a big production like that get ratioed.
Yep.
Mike has bad knees for 5. The Gal Gadot casting was controversial because everyone thought she was too thin. Yeah, that one did have a lot of backlash. That had a lot of backlash, and I think it ended up fine.
Hey, Ryan, Corn Pop's in the chat.
Sweet. The Enrichment Critic for 5. I created a Disney Star Wars meme called Star Wars Meme. If you're ever in the need for some memes. Good day to you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
You mean,
hey,
is there a missing word there? I created a Disney Star Wars meme called Star Wars Meme. If you're ever in the need for some memes. Like a Reddit or something? I don't know.
Before we continue, we for a limited time only over on 221B Tactical. This is a limited edition. If you go to the website, and we'll have a direct link, go to the Geeks and Gamers tab, click Geeks and Gamers. And if you go to right there, you can get your Snake Pit Battalion 199 t-shirt from 221B. Only available for the next 2 weeks, and then they're done. So go over there, get you one. I think this shirt is awesome. I love the logo. So it's a Snake Pit Battalion right there. The 199 up top. Got the snake emoji with the Geeks Gamers logo. Got the Geeks Gamers logo on the back. And Ryan said we had to have that guy model because our other model. So we got diversity, you know what I mean? So that's all Ryan cares about. He is the diversity, inclusion, and representation officer, for Friday Night Tights. So, but yeah, go over there 2 weeks and you can get it. There's My Nerdy Home says limited edition. Don't miss out. Tell him, Steph. Tell him right now, Steph.
Oh yeah, don't miss out. Get your Snake Pit t-shirt. 2 weeks only. You don't want to miss this one. You don't want to be suffering from FOMO later. So yeah, make sure you grab it while supplies last, because this is a limited edition shirt. You don't want to miss out.
When they're famous,
represent the 199 proudly for Jeremy and G&G.
When they're famous, they let you grab it. That's what I heard, Steph.
Hey, it's true. It's been true for a million years.
All right, bye, Steph. Thank you.
Friggin' Trump last night, man. Pilgrim Media for 2. Really understanding ESG will make things clear. Josue Perez for 2. Cleopatra doc getting destroyed on Metacritic. You know what's interesting is I've checked. Cleopatra doc came out yesterday, and there are no reviews for it on Rotten Tomatoes.
None.
No audience reviews. Let me see if I can find it. Queen Cleopatra.
She named her cat Vagina. What does that even mean?
She named her cat Vagina. It's the way you said it. It sounds like fake. It sounds like an AI generated thing.
Did you hear what he called Caitlin Collins? Did you hear that part?
You're a nasty
woman. Yes. Holy shit, man. Oh, it's so good. I just want to see Trump do that like at least once a month, every month up until the election. If he does that, he'll make everybody a lot of money and he'll give us a ton of entertainment. And that's what he needs to do to win right there.
Yeah. So I've been keeping an eye out for this Queen Cleopatra Rotten Tomatoes rating because it came out yesterday. Obviously, there's been a lot of backlash for Netflix over this because Jada Pinkett Smith, the director, all these people coming out there and basically admitting that they're reimagining Cleopatra as black so that they can make sure that they get their identity politics in there, and then shaming anyone in Egypt who has a problem with presenting an actual historical figure as if she could have actually or was actually black. And somehow there's not a single fucking audience rating on this. Somehow. Not one audience rating. That doesn't make any sense to me.
That does not make any sense.
Especially when you look over at Metacritic, and Metacritic is not used nearly as much as Rotten Tomatoes. And it has 24 ratings on there. Obviously, all of them very negative.
0.2. God damn.
They're all negative too. What was the highest one? The highest is a 1. It's on the 0.1. Huff'em Jenkum. All the rest of them are zeros. But the fact that there's 31 ratings on there, normally you would see like thousands of ratings on Rotten Tomatoes for every 10 that you see over on Metacritic. So where are these numbers, Rotten Tomatoes? Are you hiding them? Are you withholding them? This doesn't make any sense right now. I don't believe that there's no audience reviews.
No,
something is going on, okay?
Mm-hmm. Seems like the Captain Marvel situation all over again. You know? So, I don't know. I guess we'll see.
It's only a matter of time because right now you see a big difference in ratings for things that come out via streaming versus in theaters. Because you no longer have the verified shit. Or they have the verified thing for the theaters where you have to like connect and prove that you went and all this stuff, which is a big pain in the ass for a lot of people. But they don't have that with streaming. You can just leave a review, whether you watched it or not. I think it's only a matter of time until they institute some sort of verification where you have to like link your Netflix or link your HBO Max or prove that you watched it or something. That's what I think. Because right now it's pretty clear when things like The Witcher Blood Origin comes out, gets a 13%. Peter Pan and Wendy, a streaming movie, comes out with a 13% as well. Shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So
bring it on. We are happy to continue to report on you protecting certain projects out there that you don't want people having opinions on. It makes it pretty obvious.
A feline named Vajayjay for 2 says meow. Thank you. Vagina. Like that's got to be a clip. Eric John Pizza Artist for 199. I think Damian Lewis would make a great Bruce Wayne. I don't know who that is. Damian Lewis. I can't say. I don't really know what he's like. I couldn't tell you the thing. He looks familiar, but I can't tell you like the things he's been in. So
yeah, I don't know.
I'll say no.
I've never seen him in anything.
I'll say no because I don't know. Darian Murphy for $5 says, Jeremy, EVS reacted to your Trump stream last night.
Oh, really? Oh, happy to provide.
There you go. Scott McKenzie for 2. Did you cover the Acolyte Headland queer comments?
Didn't we talk about her last week, I think, right? Leslie Headland. And Leslie Headland is Harvey Weinstein's former personal assistant, just so we're clear. I just don't want to make sure that the 2,600 people watching this live right now and the 20 or 30,000 that'll watch it when it's all said and done understands that Leslie Headland is Harvey Weinstein's former personal assistant. That's all you need to know about her.
Ironically, I did see something going around on Twitter, and I pulled this article up just in case we had time. So we may as well look at this. Why Star Wars The Acolyte is focusing heavily on female villains. The Acolyte showrunner Leslie Headland reveals her personal motivation for spotlighting female baddies in the upcoming Star Wars show. Headland discussed Acolyte's baddie-centric approach to storytelling in an interview with Empire, revealing it was her experiences as a pop culture fan growing up. Quote, when I was a young queer girl, I was just hanging out with Ursula the Sea Witch from Little Mermaid. As a queer girl growing up, if you don't identify with the heroes and the villains show up and they're all queer coded, you're like, yes, that's me. Headland also touched on how this will affect the Acolyte's tone, hinting the show will offer a much more arch vibe than Star Wars fans are used to. As a queer filmmaker, you're going to see some camp in the Acolyte, inevitably. But I would say that tonally, our references are darker. How many times do you have to mention that you're fucking queer?
I know, dude.
And that it's going to inform everything you do in this show. What a nightmare. This thing is going to be a disaster.
This might be the worst thing. So, to this point, and I've thought about this a lot, and I do think that the worst thing that Disney Star Wars has given us is Obi-Wan. I don't know if me and you agree on that or not. I know we've talked about it. What do you think the worst single thing they've done is?
I think that Book of
movie
Boba
or
Fett
show,
as like a whole production is worse than Obi-Wan, but Obi-Wan does significantly more damage to Star Wars, to portions of Star Wars that weren't already damaged than Boba Fett does. So I think overall it's worse. Kind of like Rings of Power, right? Like She-Hulk is a worse show than Rings of Power, but Rings of Power does damage to something that people care about so much more.
Yeah, got you on that. Yeah. So I think this could be the single worst thing they've done, period. So this sounds like this is going to be a complete train wreck full of identity politics, representation, diversity, all of that shit, dude. This is going to be bad. This is going to be really, really bad.
As a queer kid, as a queer woman, as a queer filmmaker. By the way, did you know I'm a woman and I'm fucking queer? I can't get any dick. Did you know that? Did you know that? Just so you know, I'm queer, I'm here, and I'm going to fuck up Disney Star Wars.
You're getting clipped on that.
Probably. Yeah.
You're getting clipped on that. Holy shit. Oh, shit. That was funny.
Yeah.
That's
Clip
the
it.
danger of doing what we do.
Corn Pop for 199. Ryan, here's my unicorn. Unicorn eyes swinger man. Thank you. And then Corn Pop for 199 for the 199 eyes zombie. Thank you. What's your first thought for 220? Someone needs to Photoshop Biden sniffing her.
Oh, somebody did that for with the Little Mermaid, right? Did you see that? Well, somebody
I'm sure someone did.
So someone took the picture of a Little Mermaid with her eyes rolling, and it had Biden behind her sniffing her. It was so funny. So, oh man, good stuff. Holy shit.
The night clerk for 5. My headcanon is a troll intern posted that screenshot, knowing exactly what would happen. Going to be a fun couple weeks. Maybe it is a little bit of that. Spirian for 199 with foam finger. Thank you, Spirian.
Spirian always drops that one. Always.
Aaron Fever for 10. Jeremy, careful putting something in that F4F Samus helmet. If I had something sitting on my statue and after a while it took up the paint.
Yeah, I didn't. People have been complaining to me about having that. I've got the Mario Kart, the 92 Mario Kart from Universal Studios Super Nintendo World on top of there now, but I will. Everybody's been yelling at me about that anyway, about having a hat on that Samus statue.
Whatever. As long as it's not moving anywhere, I think it'd be okay. Stasis Geek for 25. Does Ryan give the hate out of jealousy because being an ex-sailor, he wanted to be a merman and Halle Bailey got to be one before he did? Memers go. No, I just think it looks like dog shit. And if no one watched my videos on it, I probably wouldn't have made so many, but they seem to like them. So Ear Elephant for 5. Looks like Ariel just got her 7th booster. And eyes, your ad here, eyes. Thank you, Ear Elephant. Sophie for 2. Hail, Ryan, give Jay the stuff. I never see Jay. I have it at my house, but it's just I never see Jay. So he lives really far away from me. I will, though. Grim Hammer for $6.99. I was just saying, you're ribbing Ryan with the chimes. I appreciate the gaslighting of me, though, was successful. Oh, is that the person you fucking roasted over gaslighting?
Who, me?
Yeah.
What was his name? It was
Grim
Grim
Hammer.
Right? Yeah,
Grim
probably.
Hammer
What did he
says,
say?
I was just saying you were ribbing Ryan with the chimes. I appreciate the gaslighting of me, though, was successful.
Damn it. That's another mistake. I guess I got to gift more subs now. So I've gifted 150 memberships in the past 2 streams or 3 streams now. I got to slow down a little bit.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot.
But hey, you're appreciated. You know, it's all good fun and games here. I talk shit to everybody. And then if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll say I'm wrong. And if I'm right, which I usually am, but occasionally I'll get it wrong. But thank you. Thank you.
Blake,
I had people sending me clips of that argument me and you had about Filoni, you know? They're like, he was really mad, Jeremy. Like, we thought he was going to quit. I'm like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? Y'all have no idea.
Bro, if I quit every time Jeremy had a retarded take, I would not have worked here very long. All right. So like that's not going to be it. Trust me. Blake Barrett for 2. Best thing Disney has done is provide G&G content. I don't disagree. Animated Andy for 5. I absolutely hate Lion King 2019. It's garbage. You're not alone.
It's so bad. Daily Wire, after my tweet tagging them saying they haven't talked about it, now suddenly they have an article posted on their timeline after I tweeted them.
Man, not saying it's not seen your tweet.
Not saying it's because of me, but it's pretty interesting. It took them all day and all night when every fucking body on the fucking internet was talking about Trump. Daily Wire, radio silent. Matt Walsh must have been busy playing video games because he didn't talk about it either. Matt Walsh tweets more than a fucking 14-year-old girl and not one tweet about Trump yesterday. Interesting. I know Shapiro tweeted about it. He's still whining because of course he is. But yeah. Anyway, we'll talk about that on CobraCast.
Prater Fleet becomes a channel member. Thank you. JT Gunn, late down with Cap for 2. Nice seeing you in Vegas. Cheers to all the success. Yeah, man. Good seeing you, buddy. Thank you. Mike has bad knees for 2. You're supposed to wear the shirt before you grift. Oh, the shirt that Jeremy's doing?
Oh, yeah. Well, they're not available yet. They will be soon, though.
LJK for 199 for Ryan's Diversity Fund. Thanks. A feline named VJJ with a gift membership. Vagina. Kenneth LaRoque for 5. I'm surprised you aren't commenting on the end of Trump's comments that you showed. I don't know what the end was.
Probably specific, but I did the whole. I covered the whole thing over on CobraCast yesterday. And by the way, Real Gamer 81, which must be Matt Walsh. Trump guilty of sexual assault. Okay, Real Gamer, you dumb fuck. He is not guilty of sexual assault. He was actually not guilty. That's actually a fact.
Well,
he was
found
found liable.
not
He found
liable.
liable.
Yeah.
He found liable. Yeah. So liable. He's found liable in a civil case. In a civil case. All right. Real Gamer. And I know again that must be Matt Walsh's account, his alt, his Real Gamer, because we know he's a real gamer. But yeah, go ahead and vote for Creepy Joe. Go ahead. Have fun with that one.
Sandstorm for 2. We need a Steph emoji. Shout out Corn Pop 199.
199.
There you go. Look, we're not gonna make it. Steph and Chris are the ones that make it, so she's got to make it. But thank you, Sandstorm. Pursuing Paranormal for 5. Hail from the Space Coast. What are y'all's top 3 favorite Star Wars video games?
Video games. It's and there's just so
Knights of
many
the Old
of
Republic,
them,
Jedi Knight, Jedi Outcast, Revenge of the Sith.
I
video
love the
game
Force
adaptation.
Unleashed games. I know Ryan's not the biggest fan of them from a continuity standpoint. I also
just like gameplay is fun. It's just like there's some things that are I don't know. I would rather play other Star Wars games than that.
I always have to mention the game that goes completely under the radar in these, which is the Revenge of the Sith video game. That game is so fucking overlooked. People do not talk about that one, and I don't know why. It's so good.
I just said that one.
Did you just say that one? You said so many, so I didn't catch it. But I know you do, but I'm saying most people, because me and you talked about it many times.
That's how I experienced Revenge of the Sith for the first time. I played that fucking game before the movie came out.
Yeah, you've talked about that.
God, it was so much better because Mace Windu and Anakin had a fight. Like that's what happened in that video game. It's like one of the most badass fights of the entire thing. But no, instead, I was telling all my fucking friends, I just played this video game. There's going to be this fucking showdown between Mace Windu and Anakin. Samuel L. Jackson, Anakin Skywalker are going to fucking fight. And it's like getting all set up and he just cuts his hand off, flies off the fucking thing. Massive disappointment.
I know I've talked about this recently because I know like some of you don't care for Fortnite, which I totally understand. We play a lot. I really want to play Battlefront 2017 online multiplayer. I hear it's still playable. So I think I will start playing that multiplayer again. You guys seen the Zelda reviews? A shit ton of hundreds. It's game of the year. It's 100% it's going to be game of the year. It's going to be phenomenal. I haven't seen any actual reviews other than SkillUp's review where his title was, I very strongly recommend it, Tears of the Kingdom. So yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all. Let me see what Metacritic score is right now.
Fyodor Dostoevsky for 10. I don't even like Trump. Biggest issue is I have our standard deduction expired, but the rich got permanent tax rebates under him. But I do enjoy people getting triggered with TDS like it's 2016 still.
Last night felt a lot like 2016.
I think, to be honest, I think what it shows is that it's still a massive mistake for Trump not to be on Twitter.
100%.
Like I think that's one of the things I took out of it. It's like, people have been like missing and like waiting for this.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So much so that people have been questioning whether he has the energy, whether it's the same Trump, because they haven't seen it from him, because he's on truth, which is fine. Truth is great, but he's not out there for the public to see right now.
He addressed it last night and he said,
it's like everybody should join Truth. That's amazing. It's better than Twitter.
No, he needs to get on fucking Twitter. He needs to get on Twitter. Right here. So Tears of the Kingdom overall Metacritic right now with 83 critic reviews is sitting at a 96. Woo! This game.
What was the first one?
Breath of the Wild's probably at a 97 or 98. So this is this game. I'm telling you, man, there's going to be so many viral clips from this game. There's going to be so much to it. So I can't wait to see what people are going to do. I'm going to have it. I'm going to be playing the fuck out of this. I know most of the time when these games come out, I don't get a chance to play them because I'm so busy. I am setting aside my time this weekend and I'm going to play the hell out of this game. And I'm going to record everything too. So any moments that I have, I'll be able to re-upload those to the channel, because that's one of the things that happens with a lot of these big releases is we kind of miss out on a lot of these moments right here. And I'm going to try to make sure we get some of this stuff because I am excited. I'm excited about this.
Johnny's
Game of the Year.
For 9 months says execute order 199. Thank you. Rolling New for 199. A Sith Acolyte show could have been so cool too. Kind of like the trouble with that is, that any Jedi that would ever potentially encounter them can't go back and report anything because you know that they haven't seen them, you're really limited in what you can do. But I agree with the right people could have made it cool. Really, you should do a Darth Plagueis show, but hey. Sophie for 2. Ryan finally embraces his lesbian side. LOL. Thank you.
Breath of the Wild's at a 97. So 97
DJ
and a 96 for this.
DJ Nutsack for 5. Ryan misses the Navy. Civilian life equals no D. Hashtag can't get the D. Eric John Pizza Artist for 199. Damian Lewis played the lead in Band of Brothers.
I haven't seen Band of Brothers.
Man, I have. It's been a while. I don't know if I would see him as Bruce Wayne. I'd have to see some more stuff that he's in. I need to see him in a suit. So my requirement for anybody that's going to play Bruce Wayne is you can make pretty much anybody look like however you want with a bat suit, with the right things, with the right costume. How do they look in a tuxedo? It's like, to me, the one thing that you have to think about when you're thinking about Bruce Wayne. Because you can make Batman look any way you want, depending on what you use. How do they look when they're Bruce Wayne is something you can envision and can control. With people like Ben Affleck or Bradley Cooper, like I've seen how they look when they're dressed up for things. I've seen how they look on a red carpet. And that's kind of the environment that Bruce Wayne finds himself in a lot of the times. That's kind of what I think of. Let's see. Mike Cox spins for 2. Disney is the pilot from Airplane. Michael Jones, welcome to the 199. Sophie for 6. Jay, spent a lot on Vegas. Need funds for future meetups. Also, Jeremy. Oh, this is Jeremy. Also, Jeremy, gift subs for you and you and you and everyone.
No, I've been sending a lot of gift subs out lately. 150 between Geeks and Gamers and D-Day Cobra. 150 gifted. So, hey, that's okay. The peeps deserve it. The peeps deserve it. And I'm just happy to be a small part of what we got going on here.
I see people talking about my hair too. Yeah, I got a haircut yesterday. Taker for 2. We need an Amish photo of Jeremy, Ryan, and Jay.
Damn it. Fuck me. I made a typo. I had to delete my tweet and do it over again.
And I can't edit or hit send.
I hit send.
Didn't want, we're like, I need to get it out.
Fucking hell.
The night clerk becomes a channel member. Thank you. Corn Pop for 5. I was a giggly schoolgirl. Thanks. Eric John Pizza Artist for 199. Wonder if Little Mermaid says, hey, you guys. We'll see. Gray Man for 2. His French lesbian side. And then Gray Man for another 2. Butch Frog Rianne. My cock spins for 2. John Hamm would be a perfect Bruce Wayne. Yeah, I think he'd be solid. Stasis Geek for 20. Interesting thought as you're both GOP leaning and as colonialists. What do you think if the United States ever became a 3-party system? Do you think big businesses would lose their control? Potentially, I look and sometimes I'm really envious of all these European countries that have so many different parties and stuff, because you can, it's so much more likely that you can find someone to vote for that actually truly comes closer to representing a lot of things that are important to you. Whereas, all too often you're trying to find the person that has the most in common with you, but it's often not very close on a lot of things here in the United States, at least ones that have a chance to take control in any way. I don't know if a 3-party system here is ever going to be a possibility, to be honest. Yeah. Scott McKenzie for 2. Jeremy, Band of Brothers is a must-watch and binge.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of great things about it.
And some of the, speaking of that, when it does come to Trump, as good as a lot of the debate was last night, there's a couple of things getting flack for from hardcore conservatives in regards to the abortion question and in regards to the 2A question. The 2A one's fucking important too, especially with everything you see going on right now. So, Zareth for 5. Jeremy needs to go watch Band of Brothers now to get his credibility back.
I mean, one of these days, I'll be playing Tears of the Kingdom this weekend, though.
Stasis Geek for 20. As your ancestors once did, could you sing God Save the King? I only know a little part of it, the end. So no, I can't. I don't know. I know the Canadian national anthem better than I know God Save the King, or was Queen, now the King.
Do I look like James Hetfield? No.
I don't even know who that is.
Frontman for Metallica.
James Hetfield. No, I don't think so. All right, let me check over here on Rumble. My lifestyle for $5 says good morning. Thank you. Contemporary compendium for 2. Jeremy just grabbed Grimm's pussy harder than Trump grabbed that CNN host last night.
Grimm's the man. Grimm's good people. Okay.
Yeah.
Me and Grimm go way back. Okay. It was pre-planned. We talked about it prior to the show. I'm like, yo, Grimm, come in there. Sam gaslighting. I'll highlight it, and then we'll get more super chats, and it'll be fun. That's the story I'm sticking to. I in no way, shape, or form mistakenly highlighted the comment of a fan of mine and trolled them. No, not even close. That's not what happened.
Corn Pop for 199. Review CNN's take on Trump. It's even funnier.
Oh, the immediately after with Anderson Cooper and what's his name? The other guy,
Byron Donalds?
Jake Tapper. No, they were coping so damn hard. It was
like, it took the president all of 3 seconds to tell lies on stage and all that shit. Yeah.
He's gaslighting us again. Dude, there was one guy, like, I don't know why it was something. I was searching something out, and for some reason there's a YouTube short.
Cat was named Vagina.
Was that Steph? Did Steph do that?
She put it. I just hit it, but she just
okay. But there was some guy did like a YouTube short, and it only had like 10 views, and he titled it like Geeks and Gamers is lying to his audience, but in the video he said he didn't want to acknowledge who I was. So he's like, there's a YouTuber out there, and these people are, this is after Tuesday night's main event's what it was. He's like, there's a YouTuber out there, and his audience is just giving him money like crazy. And I don't think they understand how dumb they are for falling for his stuff. I'm not going to mention who it is. I don't want to acknowledge this person. And I'm like, in the fucking title, you put geeks with a plus symbol and gamers. So what are you talking about? How do you mean you're not going to give me credit or not acknowledge geeks and gamers, yet you put it in the title of the video? It was funny.
Nice.
Repsion, I don't know if Repsion, I'm looking forward to his epic takedown of me, but I don't know. I guess maybe he gave up. I'm not sure. I haven't heard anything about that one in a while.
Tearing the Black for 199. Bearded Jeremy looks like Canelo Alvarez lost brother. Maybe a little bit. Taker for 2. Holly Bailey clip needs the "This is not okay."
This is not okay. Here we go. I gotta find it. Where's it at? Waste some time, Ryan. Where's it at?
Mouse for $10 says Jeremy, Ryan, and Steph roast me. I don't know anything about you.
Mouse is
roast. Here's what I'll fucking roast, Mouse.
This is not okay.
I wanted to piss Ryan off with that one too. Go ahead.
Here's what I fucking hate. When people have the standard profile picture. Your name's Mouse with a lowercase m, so your fucking profile picture is a lowercase m. That's it. It's the most bitch-made shit. I fucking hate it when I see people like that, especially because you obviously use YouTube a lot. You can't be fucking bothered to upload a goddamn picture, maybe of, I don't know, a fucking mouse. Instead, you just use the beta bitch lowercase m. It's stupid as fuck. That's all I know about you. So
well, while Ryan is targeting the audience, me and Grimm, all good. Love you guys. See, me and Grimm are on the same page.
He's got a damn picture.
So me and Grimm on the same page. Okay, I appreciate you, Grimm. My apologies, Grimm, for roasting you earlier. Look.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, fuck you too, Malcolm. At least you're uppercase. At least you're capital. Yes. Ayo. Yes, all you fucking letters out there, get fucked. I hate that shit.
Hayden is one of our biggest supporters. And
Hayden's just an H too, yeah. B. It's dumb for Google too. Like, what the fuck?
Look.
Alphabet people.
Mouse. Holy shit, man. 50.
$50. Thank you, Mouse.
Oh my God, man. That was funny as hell. Holy shit. This has been a fun Geeks and Gamers Daily episode right here. And again, it's all because of the audience. Because I've heard people say, like, and I get it. Like, when me and Ryan decided to start the show, we honestly were talking about it. We're like, we got to hit the topics. And I don't want us to try to like get too bogged down on the super chats and stuff because we want to hit the topics. You know, it's an hour show. We don't get it bogged down on the topics. But, you know, it's like the audience is part of the show. The chat is part of the show. And that's the charm of it. And you can't, you know, we have to hit our topics, and we will, and we'll continue to do that. But the chat is part of the show as well. So we can't ignore that. And we never will, but we're also trying to, it's a balancing act. You know what I mean? And I've heard people say, oh, the super chats derail the flow of the show. And I get that concern, but ultimately the only reason we're here is because of the audience. That's it.
That's right. And I think, let me check here. Stone Cold's beer cooler, member for 3 months, and thus a new sect of the 199 was born, the Alphabet Alliance. Yeah, there you go. Just adding to the lore. East Coast Toasty Boy for 2. Ryan hates the letter N the most, capital or not. Be surprised. Mouse for 5. Ryan, beg for mercy, roasted you. I don't know. Beg for mercy in the chat. Beg for mercy says, why are you using RK? That's not my fucking thing. My profile picture is me standing in front of my logo. I think that's a design thing. Yours is like, go in, use the fucking basic bitch font. I don't know what it is. Calibri or something like that. Some stupid ass font. And it's just a letter. That's it.
Zach to the future says, please hate on me next. Well, maybe if you could get a fucking job and afford to pay us more than $2, we would consider it. Until then, you're not worth it, buddy. Oh, that's the worst part, is just getting completely ignored. We didn't even waste enough time to roast you. We didn't even waste enough time. That's the worst roast of all, that you're not even worth the roast. You know what I mean? That's the best part of it.
Real life perspective says it's pronounced Calibre. Bro, if you know how that's pronounced, it's dumb as shit. Right. We're just roasting the audience. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Somebody who's like,
shitting on everybody.
They're always talking about Disney, Star Wars, disrespecting the audience. Now they're doing it to their own audience.
That's right.
I said, so glad I started this. Holy shit. But in all seriousness, this is all meant in good fun. Spartacus Hail 199. Hey guys, what do you think of Chris Christie's comments about Trump's comments about the war in Ukraine? I haven't seen Chris Christie's comments, but I will say, just hearing that he had time to make comments and he wasn't eating is a positive for Chris Christie. So at least it's baby steps.
Yeah, he said something like, Trump's lack of ability to fucking like disown Rush, blah blah blah, proves he's a stooge for stuff like you know what I mean?
Yeah,
he's getting a lot of heat for it.
Yeah,
that was, to me, that was one of the best answers that Trump gave to that.
It was a phenomenal answer. It was a phenomenal answer.
Now, in terms of would it get done in 24 hours? I don't know about that, but the principle of it, that's a Trumpism, right? But the principle of what he's talking about, of there not being a winner or a loser, ending the fighting, ending the people that are dying, ending the conflict. That's the important thing. That's what everyone should be focused on.
Mm-hmm. Let me see here. Sting 7789 told my wife I would take her to Guardians 3 for Mother's Day, and I can't get out of it. Help me, Jeremy. Well, I mean, Guardians 3 is an awesome movie. You know, so I don't know why you would want to help getting out of that.
It's good.
So, I loved it. So on the ranking of Guardians, and you have to understand, I love all the Guardians movies. First one is still the top, and I don't think that's even debatable. I love the second one. I love it a lot more than most people, but I still think the third one is better than the second one. So it goes 1, 3, 2, and they're all really good. And I think the whole trilogy is really good. So
Stasis Geek for 5. Will Ryan stand up, salute, and say the Air Force service motto, aim high, fly, fight, win? No. Bill Sotheby for 5. Ryan must really hate the lowercase letter T. He's always setting them on fire. Thank you, Bill Sotheby. And then Philip Johnson for 199. Thanks for inspiring me to add a profile pic, Ryan. And it's Jeremy. What did Entertainment Tonight take that screenshot? What was that?
God damn it.
Steph says she's going to make an Alphabet Alliance emoji for our Alphabet community.
There you go. Steph's on the emojis now. Every Geeks Gamers Daily, something new happens. Some new meme is born, some new bullshit, some new lore. This is why you have to tune in every single day. The daily, weekly, monthly show. So this takes place every day, every week of every month, of every year, of every decade, Monday through Friday. And we're just like Alec Baldwin's finger. We don't miss. Even when we have bad internet, we don't miss. So it will get to a point where if me and Ryan have to go live on our phones to at least get a 30-minute show in just because something bad has happened, we're going to do that. All right. It will happen. So please just understand we're dedicated.
Zero Enoch for 2. I have to know is that supposed to be a mullet on top of Ryan's head? What does that even mean? How would this be a mullet?
Oh man.
No. All right.
Stay grounded with Geeks and Gamers, Salty Cracker, and Nerd Rider crew. Hell yeah, good peeps, good peeps. Shout out to the Salty Army.
All right, let's finish this up. Veckel for 199. Elon buying Google? Not that I'm aware of.
I don't think even Elon himself could afford Google. I think he would need some investors to come in there and help him with that. That's just speculation on my part, but I mean, Google is a massive entity.
Zareth for 5. Wait, isn't Ryan's logo just letters? It's literally 2 letters and outpost up the middle. And I would freely give you permission if I came out and I was like, hey guys, I've redesigned the logo, right? And it was just plain as fuck Calibri or whatever the fuck, R and a K with like no background color, no design. I would freely give you permission to roast me. Aid Robertson for 5. Ryan with full DSP. Apologies in advance for not having a profile picture. Hail the 199. There you go. And we do have the AA, the Alphabet. What is it? The Alphabet something? Alphabet Alliance. There you go.
Oh man, holy shit. Well, this was a fun episode. I want to thank all of you for being here. I want to thank Ryan for obviously hosting and helping bring new memes into the equation. There it is right there. There's the emojis right there. The AA, the lowercase AAs. So what the hell? The 199 never disappoints. So I think at some point today, I'm going to go live for Cobra Cast because I want to talk about the fallout from what happened yesterday. And I want to talk about Daily Wire. The other fucking headline is combative Trump spars with CNN anchor. He wasn't combative. She was combative. What the fuck are you talking about? Holy shit, Daily Wire. Anyway, but we'll talk about that. I think Drunk 3PO is going live, so if you guys want to go show him some love over there in his stream, go ahead and do that. And I think Park Hoppin will be live a little bit later. And of course, like I said, I'll be live for Cobra Cast a little bit later on my D-Day Cobra channel. Again, one more time, if you want to go over to 221B Tactical, you can get your 199 Snake Pit Battalion t-shirt, limited time only. Going to be available for only 2 weeks, and then they're done. So go get your t-shirt. And next meetup, I hope to see many of you rocking that shirt. And if these are successful and we move enough units, then we can put some more 199 merch over there on 221B. And again, this is really high quality stuff. These are really good shirts. I know a lot of you have bought the original Geeks and Gamers t-shirt over there, which is still available on 221B. So there's more stuff over there. The original Geeks and Gamers shirt, which is really good. The flag hoodie that I am wearing, the flag t-shirt that Ryan was wearing the other day and got mad at me. This hoodie right here, Geeks and Gamers hats that you've seen a lot of us wearing, the patches. You got a combo deal right here. RK Outpost patch. Welcome to Rebellion, Geeks and Gamers. And we're going to add a 199 patch as well. So go over to 221 Tactical and get you some Geeks and Gamers merch. Other than that, Ryan, got anything going on?
I don't think so. Taker for 2. What's the origin of Jay's name anyhow? No idea.
He's live. You can go ask him. He'll give you the whole breakdown of it. So, all right, guys, thank you so very much. We appreciate it as always. Hail to the Snake Pit. Hail to the 199. Have a great day, and we will talk to all of you later. Bye, everyone.
Bye.